You know that I told you about how my skin changed very, very much. In fact, did a complete about turn, went bonkers, went from extremely greasy to crusty, flaky texture post my vaccination. You know I've already done that video. So I just want to tell you about how this has affected my routine and the changes that I've had to make in my routine. The kind of myths and do's and don'ts that I've had to overcome, my own hang-ups and the likes and dislikes, preferences that I've had to overcome, and what exact changes that I've made. 10 different absolute changes. Yeah, the first one, I used to dislike chemical sunscreen. I used to use only oil-free mineral sunscreen. Now I've changed that. My derm told me that both physical and mineral sunscreen, either way, a large percentage, both sunscreens absorb the sun's rays anyway. They don't just all completely reflect them. Yeah, chemical sunscreens don't reflect the sun's rays at all. Everything gets absorbed. But in the case of physical and hybrid sunscreens, you also get some absorption anyway. Now I like chemical sunscreens as well, equally well. I think there are some great products. There's some very gentle sort of softening kind of sunscreens out there. I've used Cetaphil. I've used Neutrogena sunscreen. I've used a number of chemical non-physical sunscreens now. Biore, the UV watery essence. I love that stuff. So I no longer dislike chemical sunscreens. I no longer go out of my way to avoid them. I'm happy to use them. This is because I found that physical sunscreens the zinc oxide is drying out my skin further, and it was a pain to remove, whitish cast and everything. Or tinted sunscreen, pain to remove. Chemical sunscreen, easier to remove without making my face very, very, very sore, particularly when it was that crusty, as you saw in that picture. If you want to see pictures, I can share them, but I don't want to gross you out. So yeah, here are the pictures. Close your eyes if you don't want to be grossed out again. So when your skin is like that, a physical sunscreen that is oil-free and that could contribute to drying out, removing it is a task because it makes your skin very sore, and it dries out your skin further. Chemical sunscreen, no problem with it. So I've quite enjoyed chemical sunscreens now. I will be using both physical and chemical sunscreens going forward. The next thing that I overcame was my dislike of petroleum jelly, mineral oil, paraffin, whatever you want to call it. This is something that my derm did actually. I was, thinking about mineral oil used to break me out. Now my skin's gone bonkers. Without petrolatum in my daily routine, it, becomes very, very crusty. It is petrolatum that keeps my skin like this and not, feeling like this to touch. So yeah, now I love my Vanicream. I love my CeraVe cream with petrolatum. I love my Eucerin and my Aquaphor. I will talk about products in detail, whatever I use now, in another video. I also overcame my fear of oils. I avoided everything, including hydrogenated castor oil. And I've made it a point to tell you a lot that in each video while talking about product. Oh, this contains hydrogenated castor oil, this contains lavender oil, and so on. Now my skin needs all those oils. Yeah, in fairness, all these changes are because my skin changed. Yeah, my skin's also overcome the fear of shea butter. Thinking about shea butter used to break me out. Looking in the general direction of shea butter used to break me out. Now my skin drinks up shea butter. Bioderma, Atoderm Bomb, LRP, La Roche-Posay, Cica Plast, Avena, Cicalphate Plus. My skin loves shea butter right now. My skin adores it. I've also stopped relying on actives. There was a time when I used glycolic, vitamin C, all in the same night. No problem at all. My skin loved it. Now I just can't go anywhere near any of those actives. I've successfully used retinol and vitamin C together, no problem. Retinol and vitamin C. Retinol without moisturizer, prescription tretinoin 0.05%. Without moisturizer, my skin didn't mind. My skin didn't mind. The greasiness on my skin, the oil produced by the sebum on my skin was more than enough to handle prescription 0.5% tretinoin. Now, straight up Vanicream and no tretinoin won't do it. I've also stopped overusing products, all those too many steps, and I've moved to skinimalism now. So I used to have 7 layers of toners, Yeah, I mean different ingredients. I've done galactomyces, bifida, centella, Hoitunia cordata, mugwort, broccoli, or based tuners, all 7 steps same night. Now it is just one or two. Now it is kiku masamune sake, and maybe one other tuner on top. Something like turnimeli ceramide or hadalapo. And then you go in with one serum or essence, either purito galactonysine or make prem panthenol essence. And then it's vanicream or CeraVe. I am working towards retinol. I am starting with the Inkilist retinol, which is quite mild. So yes, skinimalism. I'm on that bandwagon now. Basically, I've moved from whatever James Welsh said, whatever Caroline Hyland said, to whatever Dr. Dre says, to whatever Dr. Lim from Australia says. Cleansers are another huge change I made. My cleansers were active based. I've done the Rotiel vitamin C cleanser, DCL had a vitamin C cleanser, which I loved. The Cosrx Good Morning Low pH cleanser, salicylic acid based. Now all that has gone, all that has changed to something very mild these days, like the simple, refreshing cleansing gel, or the Tolerian cleanser from cleansing fluid from Dermo Cleanser from La Roche-Posay, which is a sort of cleansing lotion, cleansing milk, very, very mild and very, very gentle on the skin. Those sort of products. I've also become very diligent with SPF, even beneath makeup, daytime, not going out, staying indoors, anything. Just wake up in the morning, straight on SPF right away. I wasn't as diligent with SPF before that, I must admit. But when your skin is peeling and your entire epidermis has pretty much gone, you need your SPF. You need it. So my doctor was all, listen, are you using your SPF properly? Yeah, same as usual. No, you've got to use it. You've got to keep reapplying it because your skin has gone. Right, you don't want sun damage on the flesh. No. So yeah, I've become very diligent with SPF now, which is a positive. I've shifted from sort of cosmetic skincare to quasi-pharmaceutical skincare. Right, all those brands, Aveeno, CeraVe, Aven, La Roche-Posay, Sebamed, Cetaphil, Eucerin, Uriage, Vanicream, those sort of products, I think that these are straight up fancy-free skincare products without a whole lot of marketing and a whole lot of claims going in. I first thought they were going to be joyless, but now, using the other kind makes my skin sore. So anyway, if you feel joyful, the soreness that follows takes away all the joy. So even if these may feel, you may think that they could be joyless to use these sort of products, they're not sore, which gives me a lot of joy. I've also started washing my face only once a day, unless I am going out or wearing makeup. If I'm wearing makeup, I want a clean canvas, so I do wash my face in the mornings. Otherwise, there is no face washing in the mornings. Wake up, brush my teeth, apply SPF all over. And that's it, my day begins. So those are the changes in my skincare routine and approach. Those are some of the myths that I've overcome, the sort of misconceptions that I've overcome over the last 3 or 4 months, thanks to how my skin changed after my vaccination. That was in September, and now these are the changes that have happened over the last few months. So has your skin changed recently? Has your skin ever changed? If so, what was that journey like? What were the changes that you had to make? Do tell me all of that in the comments below. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do hit the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and speak to you soon.